Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Slay the Spire 2. We've got Ascension 1 unlocked for everybody, so we're going to start over as the Ironclad on Ascension 1. Just elites spawning more often. Honestly, we kind of just pick and choose our path anyway. So I think we're doing just fine. Remove a card from the deck? Or greed. How far away is the... Oh, that's eternal. You can never get rid of greed. That's kind of rough to start with, although 333 gold is pretty nice. I'm trying to see... Kind of got, like, you guys are all equivalent, so there's no way to get, like, multiple. So you could get an elite into a shop. Get a shop into a campfire. You could get a campfire into a campfire. And then you could get a campfire into an elite. Into another campfire. Look at this right path, or this one here, like elites, campfires, another elite campfire. This right hand path has a lot of like upgrade opportunities, which is really nice. I'm kind of thinking like, let's start going right-handed. We'll get here, and then we can choose this way or this way, depending on how we feel. And then, you know, we could go the route with the most upgrades, or we could try to snag an elite fight on the way if we're feeling pretty strong. Let's do that. I think that's a good start. Oh, but I have to make a choice. Let's remove a card. We'll just take a block out. The Ironclad tends to be a really offensive character, especially with Burning Blood, kind of helping you recover HP as you go. So I'm fine kicking out some stuff. Let's see here. There we go. Fine kicking out a defend to go more offensive from the get-go. A perfected strike is pretty nice. Especially if we don't take any of our strike cards out of our deck. 9 damage, put a card from discard pile on top of your draw pile. Armaments is gain 5 block and then upgrade all the cards. Or 1 card and then all the cards in your hand. Which could be pretty nice this early on. But I think I gotta go Perfected Strike. It's just really good offense early. And look at that. He's gonna hit me for a lot because I didn't have any defend. But we'll be able to kill him pretty fast. And then hopefully we can regenerate some more of that HP as the fight goes on. Add a copy of the third attack you play each turn into your hand. Gain 1 strength for each vulnerable on the enemy. I do like vulnerable decks. I could see Dominate being okay, especially if we get more vulnerable generating cards. Let's rip the leech off, get a colorless card. Procure a random potion with Alchemize is kind of cool. Gain block equal to your current block next turn. And Panache, which is nice if we just play a lot of cards. I think I like Alchemize. And then I think you can upgrade it so it no longer exhausts. Nope, it's just free. Which is, you know, a free potion is pretty nice. Alright, defend, Perfected Strike. We'll defend a bit. Then we bash and strike. It would have been nice to have the card that generated strength off of vulnerability this turn. So we could gain 1 strength, but I don't know if that's particularly useful. Grab a potion. Ooh! We gain a strength, gain some block. You die. And we got an attack potion out of it. Exhaust a card, draw 2 cards. Fiendfire, exhaust your hand. That's kind of crazy. 10 damage for each card exhausted and then exhaust. So you just like slim down. It's kind of wild early because you could just purge a bunch of like defends and it's crazy. I want to try it. I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting. I would like a free Alchemize, because I just like the idea of free potions. Alchemites. Perfected Strike is probably better. I'd like to kill you before you do a lot of constrict to me. Exhaust any number of cards in your hand. Okay. I think we want to go Thrash and just discard a strike, so it gains more strength as the fight goes on. This is a perfect time to exhaust the hand. So it's gonna do... $28 damage, which is not enough to kill you. But it is enough to kill you. That'll set us up to kill you next turn with just a basic strike. I know we've taken a lot of damage this fight. You're dead, you're dead. Okay. Strength potion? Uppercut, apply weak and vulnerable. That does seem pretty good. Especially if we want more vulnerable. And we're starting to gain some attacks that have like a lot higher cost. And there's good ways for the Ironclad to play cards that cost more than just one. Let's weaken you. Oh, you blocked my weaken. Buffer is kind of nice. Definitely not useful on this guy. I'm going to drink this to clear some strikes out of my deck and then just play a block. A perfected strike is nice. But I think we would like to block more damage. This will kill you. I should upgrade that thing, because that thing in a normal hand will do 40 damage instead of just 28. The blood potion is awesome. Oh, I do love a feed. If you can kill things with feed, and the fact that we got it early. Oh, but I do love a battle trance as well, especially if we can get that to work with Fiend Fire. All right, we would like to start smithing some of these things. I think making uppercut last longer is good, but I think let's go Fiend Fire and then we'll go uppercut. And then I'm kind of thinking skip one campfire, fight an elite, and then if we feel strong enough to fight a second elite, we can, or we can pivot off and go to the right and not fight a second elite. First relic. Potions always appear in combat rewards is nice, so we are incentivized to use our potions a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and drink my blood potion. Then we really should find a way to get some decent defense, because right now we don't have any. Transform all attacks in your hand into giant rock. That's kind of interesting. I'm gonna go shrug it off though. And that allows us to do Fiend Fire for 40. Ooh, you know what? Let's drink our strength potion. This kills the Flyconid now. Nice. Bash, and now you're dead. Cure All is good. I love a Cure All. I think we need to start at least take some sort of block, so Shrug It Off will be good. And now we go into our first elite. Oh, I hate you. You're so gross. I hit you with vulnerable and weak. I hit you with that. And then we'll just discard. Did they change you so you only put 3 infection in my deck instead of 4? Or maybe I just imagined that. Upgrade all the cards in your hand for the rest of the turn. Or for the rest of the combat. Well... I don't want to burn Shrug It Off. But I do want to burn the rest of you. You lived with 1 HP, which is rough. But we're set up really good for this turn to be able to kill your babies. Do I want to... can you upgrade an infection? No. Okay. That kind of scared me a little bit to do it, but it was fine. Alright, now kill you. Just take 3 damage. Take a decent amount of damage from the Wriggler. Of course you keep drawing infections. I don't have any defense. Hopefully I can kill you. Yeah, whew. Alright, not the worst fight. And we got another blood potion. Oh, and meat off the bone is kind of cool. If your HP is below 50, heal 12. So we're actually incentivized to be below 40 HP rather than sitting at 45. Deal 12 damage, next attack you play costs 0. That's nice, because we have a lot of higher cost cards. So you could essentially get away with two cost cards for just the cost of 2. I do like Juggernaut, but we're not a block deck. Taunt is interesting, because it kind of goes with our vulnerable synergy, but I think I like Unrelenting. I would like to upgrade you so you do even more damage. I think setting ourselves up for more vulnerable next turn is better than just hitting him for 18. Alchemize is great. Draw. Actually, this is a crazy fiend fire turn. Just wail on him. I mean, I think I drink you just to get the HP. Take the colorless potion. And not really vibing with any of you, although you do improve Perfected Strike. So I think just based on that, I will take you. I'm afraid to go into another elite fight. But because we have the meat off the bone, and we're super high like damage setup here. At the end of 3 turns, deal 40 damage to all enemies. I think we just go Ultimate Strike because it's free forever. And that was 31 damage. I don't think you're gonna live for 3 more turns, to be honest. Strength. 41 damage. Just gotta hit him one more time, really. Although his vulnerability did... Oh, you're done. Jeez, we're hitting people really hard. Vulnerable potion is nice. Bellows. First hand you draw each combat is upgraded. Nice. We're not really an exhaust deck. I do like Flame Barrier. And I honestly don't think we need the extra HP, so I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade the one decent defense card I have, and then on to the boss fight. What a weird hand to have started with, but we'll go defend, defend, block, throw the powdered demise at him. And let that just do its work. Guess we'll go Flame Barrier to keep our HP doing good. And it hurts him. Now he's doing a lot of damage to me. So we would like to weaken you to make your attack worse. Oh, I should have unrelenting. Oh well. Mistake. The wounds are rough, but maybe we could get a deck or a handful of wounds and Fiendfire them all into the whatever. Although this is a perfect hand to Fiendfire, to be honest with you. I'm gonna throw my vulnerability potion at him, shuffle all your cards, and draw 5. Nah, I'm just gonna burn all of these and hit him for a lot. Okay. So uppercut to apply weakness, which allows us to shrug it off. And then unrelenting just to do 27 damage. And then we get a free strike, and then we get a... I don't think we even care about just a basic defend. I think we just tank what he does to us this turn and we hit him one more time next turn. Or he dies because of the potion we threw at him. Not another blood potion. Thank you for that. Alright, we didn't take feed last time. You know, Colossus is probably the perfect skill for us because we're trying to get vulnerability going on this deck, and just receiving 50% less damage is like equal to a ton of block. Unmovable is also helpful, but I think Colossus with more vulnerable will make this deck really, really good. Alright. Alright, let's see what the Flesh Dragon has for us. As soon as he lets me come inside the room, that is. How's your day going, everybody? Alright, there we go. Pale's Flesh. Gain an additional energy at the start of your third turn and every turn after that. So two turns with normal energy, and then 4 energy evermore. Clone is an interesting card, but we don't really have the build for that. I'm kind of tempted by cloning Unrelenting Plus, because what you could do is you could chain Unrelenting Pluses together. Say you drew, like, say we get rid of all of our strikes, for example. And that would kind of nerf the Perfected Strike. But still, we could just, every time we drew Unrelenting Strike, you could chain it with every other Unrelenting Strike, which is very interesting. The first time each combat, you end your turn without playing cards, you exhaust your hand, and then you take an extra turn. That one's also really interesting because it allows us to really slim down the deck if we draw, like, garbage cards. It kind of makes me think, like, how often would we be able to remove a card? Once here, and that's the only shops on this floor. So maybe we'd want to go that way to get the access to the shop. And then probably this way, and then we'd be able to hit 1 elite. You only get 1 elite, unfortunately. But otherwise, there's no other shops we could utilize, and I think that's a big miss. So I gotta choose a thing. Otherwise, like Pale's Flesh is just simple, is easy. I think clone is interesting. I want to try cloning Unrelenting Plus. That's fascinating to me. All right, dude. The Thief. Don't you dare steal my Unrelenting Plus immediately. That would be quite rude of you. Not a great start here. Back into the draw pile? You gave me worse cards. How could you do this? This was a terrible turn. At least I didn't take any damage. What'd you take? I knew he was gonna do it, you frick. All right, take Alchemize. That gave us block, which maybe we could use that later. But an uppercut. We're gonna have to hit him really hard, really quick to stop him from escaping. Fiendfire is good. I'm actually thinking draw and then Fiendfire all of this, so you hit him really hard. There we go. He fell down and then took the rest of the damage. Flex Potion. I feel like block, like, get rid of the block, take the Flex Potion, take Unrelenting Plus Clone back. Gain energy for each attack in your hand. I do like Expect to Fight, especially upgraded. If you exhausted a card, you know, we take the Tremble just because it enables Colossus better. The more vulnerable we have on the enemy, the better. Battle Trance Plus. We play... and then we Fiendfire you to death. Even though it, like, torches most of our cards, but that's fine. Because we don't need much to kill this other dude. Fudge! You dirtbag. Like, a strength with the Fiendfire goes crazy. I think I like these potions better than a Swift Potion. Uppercut. It's my other uppercut's not even upgraded. Nah, I'm not into any of those cards. Lose HP and gain gold, or Clumsy and Ethereal. Or we gain Clumsy and gain a relic. Add a skill, upgraded? Okay, well, it's a little... well, we're about halfway through the run. It's not the worst time. Think about that. We could... how do we want to do this? Like, Flame Barrier is kind of a waste. So I'm kind of thinking... Setup Strike... Unrelenting Plus... Perfected Strike. And you're close to dying. Oh, you're so... let's see here. I think I will take the Flex Potion. It's kind of a waste. I was kind of hoping to save it for the super attack, but I really wanted to kill that guy and then vulnerable him. And then we'll take a little bit of damage. If it gets down to it, we could always use our Blood Potion. Battle Trance into a Fiendfire Plus. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're dead. Goodbye. It kind of, he attacks so fast, it kind of screws up the... the game. Exhaust a card, draw 3 cards. Rupture. Whenever you lose HP, gain a strength or thunderclap. More vulnerable, but it's only 1. So I think that's a skip as well. We don't want to make our deck too big. We gotta clone Unrelenting. Like, that was the whole point of us taking clone. And I kind of think, like, you clone it until... Because now we have 2. You do it again, you get 4. You do it one more time, you have 8. So I'm kind of thinking we clone 2 more times. Not necessarily right away, but before the end of the run. Shrug It Off plus is good. Battle Trance plus is good, especially like to enable Fiendfire to go kind of wild. I do think we take out... I'm tempted to... Well, we take out Clumsy for sure. I'm tempted to take out Strikes as well, but they make Perfected Strikes so much better. I think we do want to Shrug, though. Just because our defense isn't great. And then I think a Battle Trance Plus is just a gimme. Draw 2 additional cards at the beginning of combat. I think that's okay. Just gives us more chance to use our Fiendfire and draw more of our whatchamacallit? Unrelenting. Let's see here. I don't think I'll play Alchemize right now, but I will Battle Trance. Did not get Fiendfire, unfortunately. This is not a particularly good turn. Oh, I can't draw any more cards. That's right. That was a fool's play. There's Fiendfire. Okay, hold on. He is... What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 135... No. 105 damage. This is 27 damage. When it normally would cost 15. Or would account for 15. Then you're free. So now you're dead, I think. How dare you? He's got 1 HP. I thought we had him on the ropes. You jerk. All right, you're dead now. All right, we take the fire potion. Armaments plus is okay. More vulnerable. I think I'm okay with the Taunt Plus. We're kind of a vulnerable deck. Every time you play 10 skills, you gain 7 block. Sure, why not? It's not bad. At the start of the next 5 combats, gain 2 strength. Or upgrade your starting hand, which we already have. I guess I'll pay for the Ember Tea clone. So now we have 4 of those in our deck. The frog. All right, exactly what I was hoping for. So we go Unrelenting Plus into Unrelenting Plus into Bash and then into a Strike. Man, look at all the damage we did to him right off the bat. This is a horrible thing to have given me. I will throw this at you. I will alchemize. Upgrade all your cards in your hand for the rest of combat. I think it's better for us to take... Well, this is only gonna do... Oh, no. We're gonna block the thorns. And you're dead. Great. A skill potion? Oh, I'm torn. These like are decent decent potions. don't think I need to upgrade my cards all that much, because we upgrade the initial hand and a lot of our cards are already upgraded. Another Unrelenting, but it's not a plus and not cloned, so... I don't like you. We've fought before. I'll alchemize right off the bat. The skill potion, all right. I'll take the flame barrier. Apply vulnerable with the block. And then we bash with more vulnerable, which makes our Colossus even better. Take a lot of damage from attacking me, by the way. Colossus, Battle Trance, and then Fiend Fire for massive damage. We're gonna take a lot of dazed. I just need to hit you one time, like that. Yeah, like, I'm not so upset about having eight Unrelenting Pluses in my deck. Because we're gonna burn a lot of cards. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. An Ashen Strike kind of works really well with Fiend Fire. I'm okay with that. We're getting a really large deck, but I think we can make it work. All right, so what did we start with? We have a taunt. Let's use our, well, let's Battle Trance. Then I'll skill potion. Sure, I'll take a. I have too many cards in my deck. It immediately went into my I almost called it a darkness pile. It immediately went into my discard pile. Let's taunt you. Unrelenting, which gives us a really strong perfected strike. Or do we uppercut you to add to the weakness and make your damage less? What is this? 36? That's 14 damage, man. That's all the shield he had, to be honest. And then we alchemize. I don't really care for a dexterity potion. Battle Trance. And you are better than playing with Fiend Fire. So we Unrelenting Plus into Unrelenting Plus into Unrelenting Plus. I'm a fan of this, like, Unrelenting Plus cascade we have going on, which is a different card entirely. I'm not into any of those. We have our plan, I think. We're at full health. We do the final clone. Okay. So how do we want to start this here? He's not attacking me, so I think we would like to start with a Tremble into Unrelenting Plus, which allows us to play an uppercut. Good first hand. I'm fine with this integration. We can probably work around that. More Unrelenting Pluses into a Perfected Strike is awesome. Like, you can really see how this deck works. And then just a free strike at the end. Now, it's definitely a race to see if we can beat him before he kills us. Well, we know how this works, is we Unrelenting Plus into everything else. I actually think it's better to play the Bash than it is to play the Fiend Fire, because the hand has gotten really small. So it's better to get the vulnerable and then play the shrug for a little bit of block. I'm going to throw the weakness at you just to make your attack weaker. And then we'll hold on to the Fiend Fire for later. Battle Trance. Alchemize. Strength. Is that... I think I'm going to drink my blood potion just because our HP is getting a little low. Shrug. Unrelenting. Setup strike, which... I think we just normal strike, right? No, setup strike does 13. And we blocked your attack. Take that. Oh, except for the disintegration. I forgot about that. What a terrible hand. That's okay. We just need to draw 2 unrelenting pluses. And we should kill you. And there it is. We drew 3, in fact. I'm liking this. I'm liking it so much, I might want to have 16 of them in my deck. Ooh, okay. A Pyre where you gain 2 energy at the start of each turn is awesome. I think I'm taking Pyre. That's really good. All right, we have our friend. What is your deal? The first card you play each combat is played an extra time. Whenever you kill an elite, upgrade 4 random cards or Maul is cool, but I think we've got like our own version of Maul, which is a million cloning unrelenting pluses. So the first card you play each combat is played an extra time. So like you could get a wild Fiend Fire right off the bat, although unless that doesn't count because you already exhausted all your cards. So maybe that wouldn't apply. But like a double Pyre would be cool. This is also really good just to have a bunch of upgraded cards. How many elites are on this floor? 1, 2, 3. If you took the right-hand path, you'd have 3. We're fighting the doorway demon. I do like the idea of a shop as well. I'm kind of thinking it's the first card you play. Because there's not, I don't think there's a chance to get a lot of elites. Like we could get 2. If you went the right-hand side, you could get 3, but I'm afraid of sticking with a path that we couldn't pivot out of if things go horribly wrong. I hate these scroll boys. Draw me cards. I didn't get any unrelenting pluses. That's terrible. I would like to kill you. Is there a way I can do that? This would leave you at 31 or 1 HP, which is offensive. I'm gonna take the strength potion just to be able to kill you. Hey, and our parrying shield did work. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Insta-kill, you're dead. Vulnerable potion is awesome. Forgotten ritual. It doesn't really work because the only way we have to exhaust cards is with Fiend Fire, and if it's in our hand, it gets exhausted. So that's not gonna fly. Lose the speed potion and obtain an upgraded common attack, or lose the lucky tonic and gain an upgraded rare power. Frick yeah, another Pyre? Absolutely, we'll have more energy than we ever need. Now, which way did we want to actually go? I'm kind of thinking like, these actually end up being the same. Because, except you just get to the fire quicker, and we can go obtain a random potion. Upgrade 2. I think we can fight a 150 HP dummy in 3 turns. Especially with 2 battle trances and a Fiend Fire? Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. We can't battle trance anymore. But I will throw a vulnerability potion at you, and this should kill you. I'm not gonna do the math. Ah! 1 away. I should have guessed we didn't have 10 cards in our hand. I don't think you're allowed to hold 10 cards in your hand. Those were 2 good cards to upgrade instead of just basic strikes. I'll do the fight and then the question mark. Of all the turns not to get my flame shield. Hold up. And then Fiend Fire this bozo. Even though it burns our Pyre Plus, it kills that guy. Nice try, Tin Man. Flame Shield. I taunt you just to get the vulnerability going. Alchemize. Unrelenting Plus. We don't have any block this turn, which is kind of interesting. I'm kind of thinking you set up Strike, then you Unrelenting Plus, and then you strike him to death. Heart of Iron. Cool. I do like Expect a Fight, especially in this deck where we have so many attacks in it. Frog! Oh, you dirt bags. I gotta fight the Frog Knight. Shrug it off. What just happened? How did we draw more cards? I'm not sure. I have no idea how that happened. All right, we're just gonna Unrelenting Plus you until we run out of Unrelenting Pluses. Great. And then I think we set up Strike You, even though... Is there a better card we could play? Not really. Because you do the same as a normal Strike Plus. That was a pretty good start. It's even better when I have Vulnerable in hand. Flame Barrier is acceptable. Expect a Fight? Fantastic. Gives me a bunch of energy back. I bash you. I Unrelenting Plus you. And I strike you. Just for fun. I'm gonna drink the Plate of Iron potion. Just to take less damage. You gaining stuff every turn is annoying. I don't think this is the perfect turn to use Fiend Fire. I think it's better to... Well, taunt doesn't really matter because you're not attacking. So maybe a Tremble into Perfected Strike to do 45. You've buffed yourself. Now you're doing 40 damage. Jesus. I think I can kill you this turn. I can. I didn't even have to use my fire potion, which I was fully ready to do. Once again, the exhausted this turn doesn't really work for us. Yeah, I'm not really into any of those cards. Now, here's the real question. Do you decide to clone Unrelenting Plus one more time? That's the real question here. Because if we do, suddenly you have 16 of them in your deck, and we have a deck of 51 cards, which is a lot. Like, we don't have to rest. I guess we could just upgrade something. I'm doing it just because it's insane, and I'm very intrigued to see how it goes. Give me my relic. The frog! A potion... a potion-shaped rock. Well, would we rather have a potion-shaped rock than any of these things? Probably, other than the speed potion. Alright, another Battle Trance Plus? Ooh. Yes. The idea of playing attacks, or not playing attacks in our turn is laughable to me. We will... I think we just take out a basic strike. I know it makes our perfected strike weaker, but... Dr. Octavius. How do we want the... Well, let's throw the potion rock at him. We would like to uppercut you. Oh, I forgot about that. Dude, I've been playing this whole... I totally forgot about the throwing axe until just now. How many combats has that been? 1, 2, 3... Okay, only 3, but I did immediately have a combat after I picked it, and I forgot it existed, so welcome to my brain. You're going to do 15 times 4, which is 60, which is not enough to kill you, but it is enough to set you up to die to the fire potion. Goodbye. Got a block potion out of it. Whenever you play and attack this turn, gain block, which we attack all the time. So, like, that seems like a great card. We're getting the biggest deck you could possibly ask for in this game. Enchant and attack with Corrupted. I was intrigued in this. I would have done that if I had done it on my very first cloned card. Oh, wait a minute. Enchant Fiendfire. Oh, because I assume you only lose 2 HP the one time you've used it. That actually sounds amazing. All right, Goblin Mech. Get ready to meet your maker. Battle Trance. We Flame Barrier to start. Then Flex Potion, because we're going to play a bunch of Unrelenting pluses. Also, we can play Rage, because it's free. Now we go nuts. Take that. I gained 43 block in one turn. Nice try, dude. Alchemize. I'm gonna throw this potion rock at you. Dude, look how much damage we've done to him in 2 turns. Oh, if there was ever a god being able to... Giving me Fiendfire in that turn would have been benevolent, because then we would have burned all the burn out of our deck. That would have been amazing. Instead, I will expect a fight. I will set up strike first, and then do the Unrelenting plus play. And then you're going to burn us for 8? That's fine. Whatever. I've had worse. He's strengthening himself. Battle Trance. All of the Unrelenting pluses. He has 1 HP, so I Fiendfire you, which takes 2 HP! I should have just struck him. I do like an explosive ampule. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, deal 6 damage to a random enemy. Sure. I mean, we play attacks all the time. It's not really it. The goo! The slimed berserker. Okay, let's see. You're not attacking me this turn, so I think we set up strike. Then... Oh, that gave us a bunch of strength. Nice. That was a good turn. I'm going to throw this ampule at you, because it's not a particularly good card, especially since you're the last fight before the boss. Alchemize. Battle Trance. A Pyre. And then just hit him a bunch. I'm going to drink my block potion. You vulnerable him first, then you plus him, then you uppercut him. And then... Frick. I was like, oh, we got him with the card play. I was like, you hope there's a card that could kill him, but it's not a normal strike. I don't think I need any of you. Now, if we were absolutely insane, we'd play more clone. The problem is I don't think I have enough draw to make that worthwhile. So I'm just going to make... The 3 block is not the play there. I think we're going to upgrade to a second Pyre Plus in the case we burn one of them in a Fiend Fire play. Okay, so I think this is the same as what we did last time. Although we could give him an insane amount of Tremble. I'm down. Because that vulnerables him for a really long time. Then I think we set up Strike him to get the 3 strength. Then play the Power Potion. Just more strength. Then Battle Trance. Then we play all the unrelenting pluses we have. And we end with the uppercut. I made a tactical error. I forgot when you clear the door, man, the vulnerability goes away. We'll hold on to our weakness potion for now, because he'll be weak for a bit here. Shrug it off. Alchemize is okay. I don't want to play a defend. Are you crazy? Now we weaken him. This is not the hand to play Fiend Fire with. It would have had to have been a way stronger hand. Shrug it off. Into a flame barrier to prevent damage to us. I think that's okay, considering the alternative. I think we just died. Oops. Well, I think where we went wrong was having way too many unrelenting pluses in our deck and not enough card draw, but I was very entertained by trying it. So, you know, I think where I should have stopped was 8 8 in my deck versus 16 in my deck, but you have to admit it was a fun time. How are we doing here? We met the man, the merchant, one of 3 random attacks added into your hand. Rare card from your draw pile into your hand, exhaust. Every rare card, wow. Whenever you play an attack, add a random attack into your hand. That's very weird, but okay. And then Ablaze. What is this about? Deal 17 damage, exhaust the top card of your draw pile. Can only be played if you have 3 or more cards in your exhaust pile. Deal 17 damage. Ooh, Pat's End is cool. And then Drum of Battle, draw 2 cards at the start of your turn, exhaust the top card of your draw pile. I think having like some of these innate exhausts would have been really good, because we had so many duplicate cards. It was just kind of an overload of our hand. But I had a fun time with it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Slay the Spire 2 or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everyone, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.